Hi, I'm Dr. Ellie, and in this video we're going to talk about staining, what it is, and how it can be a good sign that you're doing something right. Everybody's talking about staining. People are very worried how white their teeth look, and I understand the concerns. And one of the things, if you start using my complete mouth care system, I get very excited because I know what you can achieve. You can achieve healthier mouth. You can achieve stopping cavities, even reversing them. You can stop gum disease. You can even reverse that. But the trouble for many people in the first weeks or months of using my complete mouth care system is that they suddenly put on their reading glasses and look in the mirror, or they get a magnifying glass and stand looking at their teeth, and for the first time, perhaps looking that closely, they see something that they didn't see before. What I want to try and help you understand is, what is this? Why do teeth stain? Because it is such a heartbreaking thing for somebody who is actually they bought the products, they're heading in the right direction, and then all of a sudden they get nervous, they make wrong conclusions, and then they even stop. They actually jump off the bus and go in a different direction, and that breaks my heart. So I want to try and explain what you can expect if you start using my complete mouth care system. You can expect to feel a change. Some people have said it feels happier. Your teeth feel happier. I don't know how I can explain that, but your teeth will feel smoother, shinier, cleaner. Some people say it feels like they just had a dental cleaning, not once every 6 months now, but twice every day. Their mouth feels good. They wake up in the morning, there's no film on their tongue, there's no plaque on their teeth. This means that you are going in the right direction. And one of the first things to understand is that you cannot go in two directions at the same time with your mouth health. If you are feeling these improvements, there is no way for cavities to get worse, or for gum disease to get worse, or for your oral health to get worse. The first thing I always ask somebody if they're nervous about seeing staining or being concerned they're seeing changes they don't like is, are you using products that you bought from me set up as a kit? And the reason that we do that kit is for this specific reason, that there are different formulations of every single product. And if you buy one wrong product, it will interfere with the outcome. This is something called a synergistic method. Every single part of this system helps and works with and accentuates the benefit of either the piece before it or the piece after it. It's like a jigsaw puzzle, and only certain pieces fit together. You have to get the products in the correct order. But then the next thing I ask people, if they tell me that they've seen some staining on their teeth, is, are they brushing their teeth? The first person who told me about the staining that they were very worried about, and we talked, and turns out that this person had never heard before, never been told to massage their gums. I am very big about massaging your gums. This is how you're going to reverse pocketing. You have to be brushing higher on the gums, little circles around, going along the outside and then on the inside surfaces and then around the lower ones. And this particular individual was so busy massaging their gums inside, outside, round the back, up and down, they hadn't put the toothbrush on their teeth. Perhaps I need to make it clear. When you put the toothpaste on your toothbrush at the toothpaste stage of the complete mouth care system, go for these areas where you're seeing stains. Aim at any place. If you have slightly crisscrossed teeth, the plaque that you didn't see before because it was translucent, it was clear, not because your teeth are not staining by the products I'm recommending. What's happening is the dead plaque, the plaque that is no longer alive, is potentially still stuck. If it was very sticky plaque, it may still be stuck to the porosity of your teeth if your teeth were very porous. For example, if you use baking soda and peroxide when you switched over to using my system, your teeth, your tooth enamel will be very porous. And the little pads that stick plaque to your teeth may be right ingrained in that surface. Don't worry about it. It can clean off, but it's going to be a little bit of a struggle to clean it. And just because you're having a little struggle to clean it doesn't mean it's not worth carrying on. You see, you may need to go back to the dentist and have a cleaning. But the trouble then is that for the first 6 months of using Xylitol, which is a part of my program, we are cleaning the bacteria you cannot see, the plaque-forming bacteria that are floating around in the liquids of your mouth. So imagine for a minute that you go to a dental cleaning in the first 2 months of starting my system. Then you see more plaque form. Maybe you see more staining, this dead plaque forming. Yes, you might, because the plaque is going to be in your saliva for at least 6 months. If we measure the plaque in your saliva when you start using my system, say you have 100% plaque, it will not go down quicker than 6 months to the point at which it is virtually all gone or gone. It just takes 6 months. It's a natural process of modulation. We're not killing everything. You could kill it all in one afternoon with some chlorhexidine or an antibiotic. We're not doing that. We are gradually exchanging good bacteria for bad ones. The bad bacteria feed on xylitol. They're unable to reproduce. But if they are stuck, they may be hanging in there, dying off and looking gray or darker in color. Now, there are some hacks, some ways, some methods that I teach people to do a better job of exfoliating this surface debris. That's all it is. It's just dead stuff, like the leaves that drop off trees in the fall. It's just stuff. You don't need it. It's not helpful. We just need to get rid of it. And one of the ways you can do that is to add some crystals of xylitol on top of your toothpaste at the toothpaste stage of my system. Put that toothpaste on your toothbrush, head towards the place of the staining, and give it a good, vigorous brush. Chances are the staining will all come off. I have a picture sent to me by a gentleman who was absolutely paranoid that his teeth were thinning. It was because they were graying in color, and he assumed he was seeing the enamel disappearing. It wasn't that at all. The problem was that his dentist had told him he had been brushing too hard, and he had thinned his enamel. So he was hardly brushing his teeth. He was using still the very soft toothbrush that doesn't take the surface debris off teeth. You can't brush healthy enamel away. If you're using my complete mouth care system and you think you have very delicate enamel, use it for a week or two. But then step up your game. Get the toothbrushes that I recommend, the decent, resilient ones, the mouthwashers, and the ones that I recommend will give you a good brushing. Use enough toothpaste and aim at those areas and be vigorous. And certainly the stains that you see are not inside the tooth. Those stains are not from coffee or tea or the products that I recommend. Maybe you sip diet soda all day, or you're sipping energy drinks, and your enamel has literally lost minerals and left holes in your enamel. Yes, tannins from your tea, tannins from coffee, different colorings can get into your teeth if your teeth are very porous. But my complete mouth care system deals with strengthening your enamel, making the crystals of enamel regrow, mesh together, be tight and firmly bound so that they don't stain, so that you can brush them with vigor. These brushes that I recommend are called flossing brushes. They have bristles that have different lengths. You get a simply spectacular massage when you are doing this well. Now, the other thing people often do is they are used to brushing once a day. So if you have to pick one or the other, Pick the nighttime, please. And this is based on the science of your saliva flow. During the night, the circadian rhythm, the flow of your saliva will go down so that you don't have the support and health coming from your saliva. If you go to bed with dirty teeth, you are asking for problems. You are inviting tooth decay. You are inviting gum disease to happen. It is absolutely critical to clean children's teeth, to clean adult teeth, to clean everybody's teeth last thing before sleeping. It would be different if you were a C-trick worker working at night. You would clean your teeth before you go to sleep in the daytime. And that brings me to this point that it is important to understand that and modify so that when you go to sleep, your teeth are clean. If you're a napper, if you go to sleep in the afternoon and you can't clean your teeth before you nap, at least have some xylitol. This is important. If you're somebody elderly and you tend to fall asleep in your chair after lunch, have a couple of xylitol mints like you were supposed to after meals so that when you sleep with your mouth open, it's not drying out and allowing harmful bacteria to take charge. It's important to choose when to brush your teeth. At night is without question the most important time. But I would encourage you to find another time because plaque bacteria take about 12 hours to mature. They begin their lives as little round seeds and they get into your mouth. I mean, we all have them. And if you don't dispense with them within 12 hours, this is what allows them to catch hold on your teeth and start to multiply and form a film. And if you're only brushing your teeth once a day, it's really easy at the beginning of using my complete mouth care system to get a lot of staining. Try to find another time during the day, about 12 hours from when you clean your teeth at night, to use my complete mouth care system again. I would suggest at a time maybe after breakfast when you are not going to eat or drink anything for several hours afterwards. This allows everything that you just did to your teeth during the complete mouth care system to be a benefit, to work synergistically together, to strengthen your teeth, clean your gums, promote the good bacteria. Now, the other thing, of course, that makes it harder for people is if they are mouth breathers, because that is drying your mouth. So you need help. I would suggest trying to nose breathe as much as you can, if that's possible. If you have sinus issues, be aware that there's a very helpful sinus spray made with xylitol and also a nasal wash that you may find helpful, especially if you're doing this complete mouth care system. Try and get all those passages clean at the same time. I tend to use preventively. I live in Austin, Texas, where we get lots of allergies. I vowed I was never going to get them, and I still haven't. But I preventively spray my nasal passages before I go to bed, just lightly mist them with xylitol so that I make sure I go to bed breathing nasally through clear nasal passages. If you're taking medications, this can also be an issue. First of all, make sure you take your medications before you do the complete mouth care system so that you're not using water or chewing something after you've used the complete mouth care system. It really needs to be the very last thing before you sleep at night. And if medications are drying your mouth, xylitol is really useful. You may want to split up your xylitol usage to try to keep your mouth feeling more comfortable. But ideally, you don't want to be eating xylitol or anything for an hour or so after the complete mouth care system and after your xylitol at the end of meals. You want to rest your mouth. If you've ever been to the gym and worked out really hard, and then the next day you do it again, and then the next day you do it again, tell me how you feel. Tell me how your muscles feel. You'll feel weaker rather than stronger. Rest is an incredibly important part. That's why in the gym they'll usually do arm days with a gap and then leg days, and you interspace rest and recovery, maybe more time than you spent working out, breaking down your muscles. That's how muscles grow stronger and healthier. And your teeth are kind of the same. When we clean our teeth or when we eat a meal, what we want to happen at the end of that is a period of rest and recovery for at least an hour, ideally 2. Some people say they can't possibly go 2 hours without eating and drinking. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you can't, but try. Try to go each day just a little longer. And then eat and drink, have your xylitol, and have another rest period. These rest periods are as important as doing the complete mouth care system. And if you live in a country, and I get emails from all over the world, I can't get your products, Ellie, what can I do? Do that. Try to find xylitol, try to use it, and then give yourself a couple of hours where your mouth is resting and recovering. And I guarantee you, your mouth health will improve. Constantly sipping and snacking is the worst thing. Even if it's water, even if you're drinking something that has pH is accurate, everything is fine, it is diluting, it is thinning the natural liquids in your mouth. So leave your mouth alone to rest and recover for as much time as you can during the day, as much as at night. So the other thing that makes a difference is your digestive health, because your digestive health impacts the quality of your saliva. I'm telling you to give your mouth time to rest and be in the presence of healthy saliva, ideally. How do you get your saliva to be healthy? Well, look into ways that you can improve your digestive health. There's lots of experts out there who will tell you the need for good diet, fibrous foods, maybe probiotics for your digestive health. But I am totally part of this whole holistic approach to oral care. Your digestive tract, your diet, your upper digestive tract, your intake of minerals, your stomach acids, all of this comes into play if we are going to have a healthy mouth. Now, the final comment I want to make is that when your mouth health improves from being plaque-ridden to being plaque-free, the plaque bacteria probably end up somewhere. If you are rinsing with my system, the strategy that I hope will work is that the xylitol you're eating is going to loosen the plaque, and your brushing and your rinsing is going to wash it away out of your mouth down the sink. But for some people, either who are not doing enough vigorous brushing, or if they have a lot of very, very sticky plaque, and those are often the nibblers, the snackers, the high sugar intake people, you know who you are, your plaque is stickier. Even for people who don't think they fit in that category, there's a really good chance as your oral health improves in the first 6 months, you will notice some staining here, there, or somewhere. If you have cavities and they show as little golden areas around your mouth, they may darken, they may become chocolate brown. It's not a bad thing. It's progress. The bad bacteria are dying off, and if you go to the dentist, I will guarantee that you will be told your oral health has improved, even if you have this staining. So before you get off the bandwagon and go down another road and maybe get lost in the weeds forever, maybe take yourself to an experienced dentist, preferably, or hygienist, and ask them, how is my oral health? Because the chances are they will say, wow, it is so improved. You have this staining. Let me clean it off your teeth, and then you will go home and be thrilled. Make sure you have the right products, right brushes, right technique, doing it often enough, giving your mouth rest time, and lo and behold, you can jump into this sequence of enjoyment where your teeth stay healthy, they don't stain, they stay healthy year after year for life.